Why?
You look like a chipmunk with that in your mouth.
We are live.
Are we?
I don't know. I think we're live. This is always one of the weirdest things because when we get on a live, we're never really sure if it's working.
But they say yes. It says hi.
Hey, yay! Once again, we've succeeded. What live number is this, you said?
26.
This is our 26th live. And most of you have been tortured for so long.
They keep coming back for more.
Yes.
Before we were popping on here, what was cool was we were looking at the names of the people chatting over here on the side.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because, 2.5 years ago, we didn't know any of those people.
No.
And now we can be like, oh, yeah, we know
a lot of you.
I mean, pretty much everybody that's over there chatting, we've met.
And if you are new to the Switch Crew, there'll be a time when we get to know you too.
Yes.
Because hanging out together and doing these things is always something.
Yeah. You're already squirreled, so you should go ahead and start with the ground rules so you can just stop yourself from looking over here.
Tinkerbell's already jumped in there.
Look at her.
Strong. Okay, ground rules. Yes, we're at 104 people. I'm sorry. I put a fireball in my mouth and I forgot how hot they get. So, ground rules. If you are a new Switch Crew member,
welcome.
We do have ground rules when we do these lives, and it's only to respect your time. And we could ramble on forever and ever and ever. And this is the best way that we've kind of come up with to do this. So we set this for 1 hour. So set this. You're now at 59 minutes and counting. Some of you will make it to the end. Some of you are going to be voted off the live.
What?
Well,
this is not Survivor
or
Big Brother.
This is a new thing I just came up with, just like it popped in my head. We can vote people off the live if we desire to. So
no, we can't.
Yeah, we can gang up on people and just like, oh, you've been voted out.
No, that's not what we're doing. We're about community. Community doesn't vote anybody out.
Yes, that's true, but it does sound like a fun thing. But 1 hour, I do squirrel, so I look over here at the chats a lot, and unfortunately that messes everything up. So what we've done is that we have another little laptop over here, and Megan is feverishly back home like this. As you guys are asking questions, her arms are flailing. If you've been around Megan, you know her arms flail around all the time when she's at the event. So, and she'll take the questions that we're missing, and she'll put them right over. Look, there's already things over there.
Yeah.
She'll put them right over here so we don't miss them. And then if you give a super chat or a super sticker or whatever those are, she'll put those over there as well so that we can circle back around. How's that for ground rules?
What's that fireball?
It's pretty hot. All right, change it to this side. So that is the ground rules. And we do have things that we're going to discuss this evening because we haven't done a live now. What did we do a live last month?
Yep, every month.
Really?
Like
we haven't missed one?
I guess we missed one. I don't remember why. But yes. But we are going to switch it up on them.
Yes.
We'll tell them about that tonight.
Yes.
I'm trying
to be agreeable.
I'm trying not to squirrel, but you just set down your glass that's sweating without a coaster. Could you please fix that so we can move on?
We were given these lovely coasters at one of our huddles.
The nunnery, so it's very nice of them.
And it is being put to use.
Thank you.
There. Now, Sheila's mind can be released.
Yes. Look at that. JD and Cassie providing me some brain release there.
Oh, that's so funny.
Okay, so let's talk about what we just have left the Michigan huddle.
Yes.
And we are making our way down the beautiful state of Michigan. So hence the hoodie, because it's still only 70 degrees where I am at.
And if it's 100+ degrees wherever you're at, we are sorry that you're baking, but we are in RV life, so we're chasing 70.
Yeah, we had to both wear jackets today.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. But the huddle was fantastic. We got to hang out with about 150 people, went and saw Mackinac Island, and I've made a whole list of all the places that I want to come back to Michigan and see again already, or even things we've missed. So I have a whole list. It's on the comeback list. Michigan is like a hidden gem. It is beautiful up here.
It is. The water is super blue, and it's just nice because it's really weird when you're looking at it to see something so big and know it's fresh water that I could walk down with my Berkey, scoop it out, and drink it.
Yep.
So if you're ever going to be a prepper, apparently being around all the Michigan and Superior, all the Great Lakes, probably a good place to be.
Well, I was just thinking the beaches are beautiful. The water's amazing.
I'm thinking the end of the
You're
world.
thinking end of the world.
And
Pretty
having
much sums us up right there.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But what a beautiful, beautiful state. So if you have not been to Michigan, I really, really encourage you to get here.
Yeah, and the where we were at, what was the name of the campground we were at? Up there by Mackinac, in Mackinac City.
Oh, Mill Creek.
Yes, and it had like 750 campsites, and it had this beautiful coastline with these amazing sunsets with the bridge.
You could see the bridge and the island. It's a beautiful park.
Yeah,
beautiful
it was.
campground.
I don't know. It was just different than every huddle is a little bit different.
Yep, they all feel different. We all do different activities, but yeah, I want to come back up here in the fall sometime because I'm thinking all these trees are just spectacular.
Yeah, and in the wintertime, the water freezes over. And if you came, you could take a snowmobile across all the way to the island.
Yeah, I didn't say I wanted to come then.
Okay, well, we're not coming then. Don't expect us to come then.
But
it is
beautiful. Yeah, I bet it's amazing.
I did post a little short video because I had been to Mackinac, and Sheila and everybody wanted to keep walking around, and I'm like, I could use a place to sit. So I posted this short video about these 2 seats that I found behind the library. And now everyone's sending pictures of them sitting in the seats. And Sheila's like, they're going to be so angry because now the workers and stuff would go sit there, I guess. And now but it is a great spot. So I think a Todd tip was a fabulous tip. That was a good one.
Ron did ask, Ron Vandermolen has asked how we like the Michigan roads. Okay.
Oh,
what your roads suck in at the beauty of the state makes up for sure.
Definitely.
But your roads are no good.
I mean, in comparison to where were we? That was just horrible. Well, if you drive through Chicago, Chicago very rarely brings me great joy. It generally brings me much frustration and intrepidation and fear.
Oh my goodness.
That's true. If you want to know about your boy Todd in Chicago, it causes me a lot of anxiety, and the roads are just horrific through there. So you got to go through Chicago to get to the cool places, but the roads up here, I don't think have been that bad.
What?
Well, when they see the video of us I did a little short on that when I tried to go off-road in the boondocking thing, and it was a disaster. You'll see that video on Thursday.
Wow. I think anyway, maybe I'm just, here's the thing. Shrek's kind of rough riding. And so all the roads, unless they're newly redone, are hard.
Now I have airbags. So a lot of times we have them aired up to keep things the way level. And unfortunately that also, a bad thing happens is it causes a rougher ride.
It's a little rough ride.
But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's so pretty up here.
It is.
Okay. But we enjoyed the Michigan huddle a lot. Yep. And there was a lot of laughter and jokes. And you'll see that when I finish the huddle review video, which, I mean, thank you for everyone that gave me footage, but there's so much footage. There's so much. So it usually takes me a while to do those videos because I have to pull things from all these different places, but it will come together.
Yes, it was, but it was good. It refueled me getting, and I think so, you as well. I mean, it's exhausting and we need a couple days to recover, but boy, it sure is nice just to hang out with everybody and see people, and it's good.
So far our huddles are being like a 55-45 split on average. When you say 55 people that have come to huddles and 45 people, 45% of people, I mean, isn't that kind of like the case? Yes, no.
Ish.
Well, I'm just pulling numbers out of the air.
I know.
Because I don't know for sure.
It's like more like a 60-40.
60. Okay, I'm sorry. I was 5% off. I'm sorry. I misled you guys. Did not mean to by any means. But that 5% is very important.
Okay.
Right?
Maybe it's 65.
If Sheila, if you ever see in a video, if you're watching in a video, and a lot of times I can't cut it out, but if I'm talking and I look over at Sheila and she's just like, her mind is on tilt. Like she doesn't know what to say because I had just said something that doesn't like, it really like it could have like, it wasn't exact because she says, what do you say about words?
Words matter.
Words matter. And your boy Todd, he jacks these words up all the time. So if I use a word in the wrong context, it throws her on tilt. So I'll look at her and she's just like, literally, that's her face. She's like,
it's so true.
It is. And then I'm like, okay, we got to stop. Did I say something? Yes, the way you said that it can be done, looked at it this way, or it could be looked at it this way. And I'm like, okay, I understand.
Or you just make up random words.
No, she just shuts down. Like I have to hit a reset button because literally you do. You do. She just like she hits this wall and then there is no going forward until that gets corrected. And as we have got into our wisdom years, that component has gotten bigger.
Maybe because your words are getting worse.
Yeah, we've already swirled horrendously bad. How about we go to questions? Okay. This is the question segment of the live. We need like sound effects. That would be kind of cool. No?
Carrying on. So Cheese and Nancy ask where we are tonight.
We're hanging out in Michigan.
Where are we? Yeah, we're down by Silver Lake.
Okay, if you're in Michigan and you ask a Michigandian, is it a Michigandian?
I think Michigan. Well, what looks right?
You have to use your right hand because the thumb, when you turn your palm, has to be in the right. Now, if you're doing video, I don't know if that's right. Shoot, that's opposite.
We're over here.
Well, see, it's opposite in their head.
Well, it doesn't matter because you got to go where the mitten. It's a mitten.
Yeah, but I know that. But to them, that is wrong. Like that's the state's backwards. There, use your left hand in the video. So this
it probably turns it all around on those.
No,
we're over here. It doesn't really matter what hand you use.
Yes, it does because to them as the viewer.
No, it's a matter of the shape of the state. So it doesn't matter where. Like I see what you're saying, but no matter what, we're here.
We're there. Does that help you, Cheese? We're making if you want to know where we're going, we're making our way down and we're going to go to that wonderful Grand Design rally.
The Grand Design National Rally. That's where we're headed.
We've never been to a national rally and stuff. So
we're excited. It'll be a good time. And if you're going to be there, make sure you swing by and say hi or scream at us something. We'll say hello.
Yes.
We'd love to meet you.
We have no idea what we're walking into. We don't really think, well, Sheila thinks I could be surprised, but I've said I don't really think too many people know who we are. So I think we're just going to fly in under the radar at the rally. Although we are green, I anticipate out of 500 RVs, we're probably the only green one.
I don't know if anybody knows you. You don't fly under the radar anywhere.
I know. It's just my nature.
Yes.
It will be fun. So if you're going to be there, we'd love to just say hi.
So say hi. Okay, more questions. The Barfields, they didn't make it to the huddle. Hopefully their truck is all fixed and we missed you guys. But how did you get the jingle for your intro?
Oh, whiskey Well, Luke. I gave him a little whiskey and we had a little conversation, and then
down the hallway.
Yeah, he lived like down the hallway from, and so he, after some conversations and about 2 months, he came up with the jingle, and that's how it all came together.
It's good to know people.
It is, because we're not that talented.
No.
I know you guys watch our videos, but you pretty much...
They already know we're not that talented.
And I know every time we hear it, it's like when you guys meet us on the road, it's like, well, you guys are kind of this, you're pretty much the same as you're on. We don't know how to be any different. So yeah, we may offend you, or we may...
Oh, it's a given, at least once.
Yeah, something will happen. But yeah, we are no different. I'd like to think we're no different. Maybe I am different. We'll do a poll. Is Todd different in person as he is on?
No, you're not different in person versus you're just...
I'm just different? That's not going to be in the poll.
Okay.
You married me. I won you over with my charm.
Next question. Fred wants to know if we're doing the dune ride.
So we just posted a short, and that short was actually with our kids when they came up.
Grandkids.
Yeah, we took the grandkids on the dune, and so I did this cool video with like this long pole to capture us kind of running around on the dunes. I don't know if we'll go back out there or not.
I think we have some friends that are nearby that they might take their Jeep out, and so we might go out with them. But we
won't be doing like
the dune buggies. No. We we shared that it was fun to do with our grandkids, because they all took turns riding with us, and so you could just hear the little giggle in the back. And
for the record, I did not drive. Sheila drove the whole time on the dunes. Wasn't my thing. I'd rather video and share the story.
No, so I would like to get a Can-Am and go really fast.
She would. Yes. Now that we've done the Can-Am thing a few times, she's like, how do we do that?
There's no room for toys.
We don't have any room.
We could upgrade from that motorcycle.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a while, folks. That's gonna be. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Okay, well, I don't even know how much those are. So there we go. Okay, our road less traveled. Hey guys, nice to see you at the huddle. Todd, what are you using on your hitch that allows you to leave the chains in the bed of the truck and then hook to the goose box?
What am I using? The chains on the hitch.
What are you using on hitches? I
don't know. I feel like
in
I'm
the bed
under
of the truck and then hook to the
So
goose
I have
box.
The bed of the truck has two puck system. It's a puck system. So, and the chains are just attached to that. So I just reach up, unhook them, and then slap them on there, and that's about it. And I don't have anything there's nothing. It's standard.
We should really probably be more diligent. We're not a fan of using the chains,
right?
But we just need to check every state what the chain law is. I
just gave up. I just started putting chains on every single time. I really do not like the chains.
We think it's, from our perspective, it's actually more dangerous that way. If we go over the edge, that rig's taking us with us. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic.
I always think that if you're getting a wreck, the first thing they're going to do is look for any fault whatsoever. And so not having the chains on became something in the back of my head. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to put the chains on. And so that's why we started doing that.
Okay. Paul asks if we are going to the 𝗪𝐿 RV show.
That's an easy one. The answer is no.
Not this year. We have a huddle in Georgia, which, by the way, that huddle is our last huddle for this year. It's in 𝐿𝐿, Georgia, and next week is the last day to sign up for it. So we're getting ready to close registration for that. There are still a few spots down in Hawk Valley available, and we would love to see you there. But because of that huddle, we are not going to make it to the 𝗪𝐿 show because that's a long ways away.
It can be a long ways, yes. And if you're going to the 𝗪𝐿 show, stop by and see Michael. I think he'll be at the Internet on the Go booth, I believe.
Yeah, say hello.
Say hi to him. Or he might be at the Techno RV place. I'm not quite sure, but super nice guy. He's the one that's kind of, he took us under his wing in the beginning and had a lot of faith in us and was kind of like almost our very first sponsor in a way. And just
then you
really,
didn't
really
even scare him off with Leroy.
No, Leroy didn't scare him off. And I just messaged him today, And we are still using their internet system, internet on the go, and it works great. It has 2 cards. And there was a lot of things happen with Nomad Internet. If you ever saw all that stuff happening on other videos, they are no longer a company that's out there. But Michael and his son started that internet on the go company, and I just have some good. I just like them just as people, and then the product was kind of a second thing. We get nothing from that. I just letting you know that if you're going to the Hershey show, really would love for you guys to stop by and say hi and give him some support. That's all.
He's a good dude.
He is. He really is.
John and Beata ask that they'll be at the rally, and what section will we be in? We are out in H30, so
it was one of those things where Sheila saw that this was the last day to cancel, and so she literally was sitting on the computer.
You went in, and I said, since it's the last day to cancel, I'm going to sit here and watch these, because we didn't have tickets in advance. So.
Right, and so then she picked them up. She scooped them when somebody canceled.
Yep.
Didn't take long. Apparently, this thing's big. I have no idea.
Looking forward to it, but we'll be out at H30. Good thing you have a 1-wheel so that you can tootle
and a
in.
Scooter and bikes and.
Yep. Okay, let's do a couple of shout outs for some stickers and some super chats. So thanks to Tinkerbell, our road less traveled. We appreciate you guys a lot. Rambling Reardons and JD and Cassie Nunnery. Thanks guys. We appreciate you. And hey to Beckett. I know.
Yeah, Beckett had his birthday a little while back, so that was fun.
I'm guessing, I don't know if he started school yet or not. Okay,
Everybody starts school like probably in a week.
Getting close. David Wickham asks if we are getting anything fixed. Not while we're at the Hershey show, because the Grand Design Rally. We didn't get on the list fast enough,
and they have so many people that apparently that you can't. So we have a list like, oh, that's not on. So this light up here, one of the LED strips is now just on yellow all the time, which is kind of annoying. And our steps, well, I broke the steps.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, months ago. So the steps are kind of crooked. So, and I can't bend them back. I've tried. So we carry like a board. So if you're watching the videos and Sheila's putting a board that's it's because your boy Todd messed up and had the steps down and did a lowering, which then got caught and then it bent them out.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. So I don't even know all the other little things. There's lots of little things.
But
nothing.
We'll get them all fixed sooner or later, but not at the rally. Sarah Wilkerson asks, will the new red shirts be available to purchase? Oh, look at what I have right here, because I was going to mention these tonight, so you knew.
Oh, she knew. She had mental telepathy.
So here are the new red shirts.
I think they turned out good. There was a lot of debate back and forth.
And people are like, well, where's the Switch It Up logo? Because it's usually right there on the back. But we switched it up on you, and it's
just
on
put
the
it on a little
sleeve.
logo.
So
it's
like
more,
that.
It's more focused on just the troops and America and God. And so
yeah, so it says God, family, country, crew. So we really like these. They're super soft. They're very comfortable. And they will be on our website. However, they're on our website. You can order them there. They will not ship out this week. It'll be next week till they will ship out. So we just need you to know in advance that it'll be an extra week on shipping for those. But they are available to purchase.
When? Tonight?
Now.
Oh, they just won't ship.
Right. They won't ship for a week.
So Megan's basement will be completely full of shirts waiting to go out.
Well, she's already starting to get the Georgia Huddle merchandise. Yeah. That poor girl's basement.
And at the end of this year, everything must go. We're going to do a sale.
We are?
Yeah, we're going to clear out all the old stuff. Like there's just like random things like smalls and different sizes that are just hodgepodge. We've really narrowed down and figured out how to do this. But in the beginning, we were kind of still figuring out. So I know Megan in her basement, she would probably appreciate if people bought things to clear it out.
Maybe we'll do a Black Friday sale because Black Friday is my second favorite holiday.
It is. Trust me.
I got some shirts to replace.
She loves Black Friday. Well, you go, it's not the shopping. It is you take the girls and it is an all-day event. And I used to be the driver but I'm not driving anymore. I used to just sit and wait for them to come out, and then I'd pull up and pick them up and we'd go. But I've gotten out of that the last couple years.
Yes, you have.
So,
but
it is about the memories.
The girls and I really have a great time that day. So yes, it's probably one of my favorites just because I'm hanging with my girls all day.
Yes.
Sarah is funny like you. She asked if we would have a plane flying over the rally.
Okay. The answer is no.
Thank you.
Okay, let me specify that. But I did tell Harold, I said, Harold, if I don't get a ticket to this rally, I still have a half-hour credit on this plane.
Because the storm came in.
Yeah, the storm came in. And Harold's like, Todd, don't do it. And the funniest part to me is he knows me. And he knows that if I say something like that, so he was like, I just don't think it would go over good. Like, I don't know. So Harold does risk assessment for his job. And so in his mind, he's processing like, oh gosh, that could be really bad. Like, people might not like the plane flying around the rally. So there was a panic moment for poor Harold, but we are not doing that. We did get tickets and we are coming. And I would not do that to the poor rally, have a switch it up plane flying around. It would be mean and inconsiderate. The answer is no. It is not going to be there.
I'm just going to move on to the next thing.
Yes.
Rod.
Yes.
Asked, are you going to join the Turtle Man on another Bigfoot hunt? We are going on a Bigfoot hunt.
Mm-hmm. That is a crew campout.
It's a crew campout.
Now, let's talk about crew campouts.
Yeah.
How many crew campouts are left for the end of the year?
Whoop.
Don't know.
I didn't get the memo that you wanted me to figure that out.
This wasn't here.
I bet we have somebody in the background that can fill us in over there.
You can go to our website. You can do that too.
There are quite a few crew campouts, especially this fall, September, October.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to check out a couple because we're going to be in the area. So we'll swing by. A crew campout is where the crew is getting together. We're not necessarily there, but if we're in the area, we will swing by.
Mm-hmm.
But there is one coming up that we know that we're going to in October.
Yes. And it is a Bigfoot hunt. And as far as Turtle Man goes, I would love to go. If you know Turtle Man, okay. I would love the opportunity to go on a snapping turtle hunt with Turtle Man. This would fill like this little weird bucket of things that I would love to do. And she has no idea who Turtle Man is.
I don't know who Turtle Man is.
Yeah. Live action. So I would love some live action. So this call goes out like a bat signal, but it's just a switch it up little S in the air saying that if you could hook me up with a live action Turtle Man day, I would make the video of a lifetime for you guys. I promise. So I'm just throwing that out there because that would be so much fun.
Where does Turtle Man even live?
I think he's down like Mississippi or somewhere.
Well,
he literally goes into ponds. And when he's in the pond, he's looking for snapping turtles.
Why would you do that?
And when he finds one, he literally reaches in and he grabs these big snapping. And it's always been like this weird fear. But to watch him do it, I'm like, you
would not do that.
I know.
There's no way you would do that.
I love snapping turtle. I think snapping turtles are just one of God's best.
Like crabs. They're like this. They have crusty.
No, I don't like crabs. But I do like a good snapping turtle.
But doesn't a snapping turtle like take off your limb, your fingers?
I've been known to see a snapping turtle try to cross the road, and I get out to get the snapping turtle and move him off the road. While others of you, which are mean people, swerve out of your way to run over the snapping turtle because they're horrible. No, they're not horrible. I'm just saying. I love a good snapping turtle. And no, I did not squirrel.
I do not understand that you literally would put your hand in a body of water that you can't see the bottom in, that something might bite your fingers off.
Fingers, take a foot off. These things get huge. But yes, if Turtle Man was with me, I would go with Turtle Man and I would experience this. That's on my list. I have a list, a weird list. I know. Another thing on my list that we're going to try to cross off this year.
Not this year. This year's almost over.
I'm until January 2024.
Next year.
Starting next year. I want to go on a live python hunt down in the Everglades to look for like a 20-foot python, jump off like a boat and grab it type scenario. And I'm going to do that. There will be a video on that, guys. I will make it. I promise you. Sheila will not be there.
That's absolutely
She will not
true.
go because she hates snakes so much. But if I could jump on a 20-foot long python, that would be like so much fun.
Who started this? Rod.
I don't know. I'm
Rod,
sorry, Rod. I did squirrel. I did squirrel. I squirrel. But these are things that you can expect to see in the future. We'll switch it up.
Okay, don't you guys find it a little ironic that he hates crabs and spiders, but he'll jump on a snake and a snapping turtle? Like, that just seems a little strange to me.
We all have our things. You don't like, I mean, well, you don't mind heights too much. You really are afraid of snakes.
That's my thing.
So we all have our things.
Okay, but that'd be like me saying, I'm afraid of snakes, but I can't wait to go wrestle an alligator.
That's logical to me. Two different species.
Okay. I'm going to move on now because that's not logical.
It is. For me, it is.
Okay.
I have a weird bucket.
You don't
I know.
say.
Yeah, I know. I've got like. So those are things that you will see in the future of Switch It Up. If you like, comment, subscribe, you can be notified. That's the YouTuber call. Like every video, make sure to say that. It started out kind of me saying it because I was like, everyone says it, so it became like a joke, and now we say it every single time. So kind of weird. I know I'm squirreling a little bit this evening.
I'm looking at my list, making sure we talk about all the things. Okay, we told him to Lona.
That's done.
The huddle is next week, or the deadline
Red
is next week.
That's crossed off.
Red shirts. Okay. Talked about crew campouts.
Huddle recap. We talked about a huddle recap.
We have some great crew campouts, so check those out.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico, that deadline, if you want to join us in Mexico, it's going to be a great small group of people. Right now, there's like 40, a little over 40 of us going to hang out on the beach, have a private beach party. Going to do some just kind of, it'll be a completely different feel.
It is going to be
that's in February
because we're going to need a little break. So I think that's like a break after coming from the Tampa show and all the stuff. That's what we're going to be. Tampa show. It's going to be a lot of fun. We tested it last year with like a crew camp out scenario, and we had like 30, 40 people. This year, we're waiting for all of the stuff to come in, and we're thinking maybe October they might let us know. And in that case,
I'm hoping maybe next month, but you will know as soon as we know. So in fact, if you are signed up for our newsletter, the minute we know that you can get on board if you want to camp out at the Tampa RV show, we will send out information. So make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, because that's a quick and easy way for us just to blast out the information to you. And we'll also put it on our Facebook page, because we would love to see a lot of you at the Tampa RV show this year.
Yeah. And then we'll roll in from that. We'll take a little break and we'll roll out to Mexico for a week and just kind of hang out and just kind of like a refresher, because from there we start picking up again and we start doing huddles. So we are literally, think about it. There's a huddle in September that if you don't come to Georgia, the next huddle is not going to be till April.
Yeah. Stateside.
And then, but also the Tampa RV show is not going to be like an official huddle. We're just going to make it a bigger event. So really huddle to huddle.
It's a long time. So hopefully we will get to see you guys there. Don't chew that. That's bad for your teeth. Okay, we got some problem. John 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝑆. Hello, 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝑆. They gave us.
I keep thinking of that song every time I hear his name. John Jacob 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝑆. His name is my name too. Stop. Wherever you go out, people always shout, "Hey, John Jacob 𝗵𝐻𝐻𝑆."
I was trying to say thank you for the extra cash for some fuel. We appreciate it. How'd you say thank you?
I dedicated a song to him.
This is not, what was that? Rick D's weekly top 40. Okay, we have some questions. I don't know what Dave and Laura, they ask if you have a chicken neck.
No, the chicken that we broke.
I put his neck back on.
Does Todd have a chicken neck? Is that you're saying I got a waddle? When we get older, we get a chicken neck? Is that what you're saying? I'm offended. I'm gonna take my ears and do like this and get one of those things where I got a chin check. Are you saying I got a waddle? Is that a waddle? Is what they call those?
I don't know.
I got a chicken neck. I will say one day my CB handle is chicken foot. We've decided that. When was that? 2-3 years ago?
I don't think we ever agreed on that.
Well, I've always wanted to be chicken foot. That's why we started getting chickens everywhere. That's the joke that ended up happening. So,
well, when you say something, our crew takes it and runs like 400 miles down the road with it.
Yeah. Oh, we need to put this out there.
Uh-oh.
We probably need to put a hold on all the Lucky Charms.
Your boy Todd's getting.
You see that cabinet up there? We had so many Lucky Charms. Somebody gave a family-sized box of Lucky Charms.
We have more Lucky Charms.
We had no room, and I shoved it in Megan's suitcase, and she took it home to the children. It was good to feed her children.
Juliana loves Lucky Charms.
So we need to put a moratorium on the Lucky Charms at the huddles. I appreciate Lucky Charms, but I can't. We don't have any room. I can't eat them fast enough. And then the first huddle, I felt horrible. We had so many bags of just Lucky Charm marshmallows that I ended up having. I was putting them in like coffee, and I was putting them in like other extra and cereal. We ended up having to give away like a bag of marshmallows. So apparently you can have too many Lucky Charms. Maybe I was just lucky.
You done swirling yet?
I have swirled a lot this evening. We have 24 minutes.
Noelle asked if there's a life insurance policy, probably because about the turtles and the pythons. She's got a good point. I need to increase that maybe just a little bit.
Well, listen.
The girl is watching out for me.
I understand, but think about this for just a minute. If I'm going to reach down and I'm going to grab a snapping turtle, it isn't going to end my life. If you bleed to death, I might become like Two-Fingered Todd. We'd be doing lives, and I'd just be doing this.
You're gonna sound drunk at the same time.
And people are gonna be like, "Man, I've been watching that Switch It Up guy. Why does he have just 2 fingers? He reached into a snap." You gotta watch that video. He lost his fingers with Turtle Man.
He thinks he's so funny. Look at him.
Two-Fingered Todd. Look how Two-Fingered Todd lost his fingers. A dang Turtle Man got him. He took a snap and turn. But I wouldn't end my life.
You could.
But it would be one heck of a skit. It'd be like snap, and then my hand comes out, and all of a sudden it'd be like a Saturday Night Live skit. If you see the Saturday Night Live skit where the guy loses his arms, it was like in the 70s. You gotta YouTube search. He reaches down to try to, I'm here to pump you up, and he reaches down and he tries to pull the dumbbells, and his arms fly off, and the blood squirting out the side. That would be me. That would be me and Turtle Man. I'd come up, and fingers are gone. Boy, but it would be funny. We don't need to worry about life insurance. And the snake, he wouldn't even take a finger. The snake, I mean, you'd have like 3 or 4 guys there. He would bite you because it's a python, and they leave a lot of razor sharp, and you could probably get tetanus. I guess I could lose an arm.
Well, better lose the fingers.
Better to go turtle hunting, lose 2 fingers, and if I get bit, then they take the arm. Well, now I just am missing an arm, so it'd be 2 things. But I hope I get 1 million views. That'd be the
says every YouTuber.
Sacrifice, yeah, every YouTuber. Hope I get 1 million views on that one. That was a viral one. He lost an arm and a leg. He gave it an arm. He gave an arm and a leg for that video. My gosh, that's so funny. I'm sorry, that's in my head. Oh gosh, that's awesome.
Babe, everything that's in your head does not need to come out.
I know, but that is so funny. Anyway,
is it?
It's just me rambling. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh gosh, that's
fun.
Oh.
Tony Benton asks for me to tell him how Kansas is more scenic than North Dakota. I didn't say it was.
Oh,
I don't know that it
Did
is
you-
more scenic.
Are you Johnson 24950, whatever he was, the comment that we got on this video? He basically said we were snarky. Boy, aren't you too snarky about the North Dakota thing. If you're going to do a video, you need to be more polite. And I was like, oh, goodness.
We have a lot of snarky for all the states, all kinds of areas.
It's just have fun.
We're just out enjoying it. What I did say, though, is the people in North Dakota are pretty dang nice. So that was fantastic. People are great.
It was a good time.
They're great people. But yes, I don't know. Although Kansas, I do love the sunflowers. That's pretty, but yeah, we don't have anything like the national park that we went to. What was that? Theodore Roosevelt. So no, I don't know that Kansas is not any more scenic than North Dakota.
No, when you get out to Western Kansas, it's flat.
It's flat.
And you drive a long ways. And I-70 is a straight road. But that whatever road that goes across North Dakota, that's a straight road. That thing goes on forever too.
The difference is when you're driving straight across Kansas, there's more towns so that you can stop off, and
North Dakota shuts down.
There's nothing up there. There's like not even really very many towns. So it's desolate.
You wait. You'll see this next video, next Sunday's video. Yeah, it's a teaser, but we lose the tire coming across North Dakota at 65 miles an hour.
That's next week.
Yep, next Sunday. So get ready, because North Dakota just kept giving.
Smokey Bear 2001 says that they're late new
Smokey
subscriber.
Bear. I like that. I'm going
Would
to be
you let
chicken
me
foot.
read the question?
Yes.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
Okay.
Let me read the question.
I like Smokey Bear. I think
Stop.
that's good. Okay.
The question is, he's a late new subscriber. He has two questions. Where are you from? And two, tell us about the Line X on your truck.
Oh. Can I talk?
Oh. Don't you set your glass there.
I know. I got to use this nunnery. Switch it up. So the answer is we're from Kansas City. And welcome as a new subscriber.
We are glad you're here. He's usually not this.
I know. You've learned a lot. You've learned a lot. So Kansas City is home. We have 4 daughters and 6 grandchildren. And we hit the road. But as far as like the next question, tell us about
Line X.
We did a video. If you clicked on our channel and hit videos and scroll all the way to the beginning, you're going to see it's called Indestructible Wrap. It is not Line X, because we wanted to be able to pull it off. And I wanted to protect the truck because the truck was so expensive and I was getting rock chips. So we came up with this idea. So it's an actual wrap. You can find it on Amazon, and it's called Indestructible Wrap. It only comes in black and like a light gray.
Is made by Vivid?
It is made by Vivid. Vivid's out of Canada. So great product. It's got 3 years. It's got a little wear and tear in a couple areas, but it's been great. People always are touching the truck. That's just what people do, because they see it and they're like, this is kind of crazy. So yeah. So hopefully, see, I answered that one in a very efficient manner, because you are a new subscriber and I respect your time, because you've had to endure so much to get to this point.
I guess the rest of you are just hosed with Todd tonight.
Well, they understand.
Susan Brandon asked if we got to see any of Fargo.
Yes.
We went into Fargo. We were looking for parts, which you'll see in the next video. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get to see it from a scenic perspective, really.
We were in crisis mode.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
North
when you
Dakota,
watch the video, you'll see.
The whole state. And maybe that was some of our problem with our snarkiness, is we had just been on breakdown after breakdown after breakdown after breakdown, and we were just had enough, I think.
Yeah, we broke down. Sheila breaks down even in this next video.
Yes.
And it was just a lot. There is RV life has its highs and its lows, and unfortunately you get in the lows at times when things keep breaking and you're trying to figure out how to fix them, and we did a huddle basically every 6 weeks, didn't we? Like from Colorado, then we went up. Yeah, we went, was it like Colorado? And then we were in a hurry to get up to Michigan.
We went from Tennessee to Colorado was pretty quick, and Colorado up to Michigan was fast, and now we're headed to Kelowna.
And we were trying to meet our daughter from coming across North Dakota, so we started running behind. So a lot of that just tension starts to build because you don't want to run too far behind, and if something breaks, well, you know as well as we do, they can say, well, this could be 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and sometimes you have to adapt so quickly and figure it out on your own that it does cause a lot of stress in those moments. And you're going to see next week that stress really kind of got to us. It really, I mean, in the moments, it's the way it happens.
I mean, there's just a lot, and we've been running hard, and then to think that we won't meet up with our kids, that was a lot.
But it is short-lived, like, because you can only, in the moment, you can only see this far, so you can't see the other side. You're just going blind faith that, okay, it's going to work out. You're going to get to where you need to get to. And it does work out. It's just in the moment, you got to have that perspective. That's the hardest part, I think.
Yeah. Troy Tabor, thank you for this sticker and your support. We really appreciate it. That website girl asks where the South Carolina huddle will be next year. And we are going to be in between Savannah, Georgia and Charleston. So kind of in between that area. So we're going to go kind of.
I have no idea.
It's over there.
If you ever talk to me and you start asking me, hey, where are you guys going to be here and there? And I tell you, I don't know. Legitimately, I have no idea. Anyone that's been around, like they just look at Todd and they're like, I'm going to go ask Sheila. So people just bypass me now because they need the answer and I don't necessarily have it. It's true.
It is true.
Yes.
It is true. It seems like information that doesn't necessarily
it goes in one brain and out the other.
What's he gonna do with it?
One ear. I don't have two brains. It's just
yes. Rick Lane asks if I think that his Jacksonville Jaguars can beat the Chiefs on September 17th. So here's the thing.
Who's the quarterback? I know nothing about Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Jaguars are a cat.
They're very
fast.
good. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. The Jacksonville Jaguars are actually very good. I am so far behind. We've been just running and from huddles and hang out with our kids. I've got to sit down and get caught up on some football. So I don't even know if we got Chris Jones under contract.
I can tell you we lost the preseason game today on a last-minute field goal. I know that.
Well, I didn't have time to watch.
I didn't watch either. I looked at a highlight.
Oh, well, I'm just wondering, did we get Chris Jones under contract? I'm behind, I don't know. So Rick Lane, I guess September 17th, we're going to find out. He doesn't think so.
Is that a preseason game then? September 17th? Or is that actually the opening?
No, just go on to the next question.
I honestly have no idea.
I know.
When is their first opening game?
Come on, next question.
You don't know either.
Next question. Well, it's not September 17th. Okay, the Barfields, what is your most favorite spot that you've camped at and why?
Oh. That is the quietest we've been on the live for I don't know how long.
Yes, we're still here. Don't think that we hung up.
We glitched.
Stop it.
I don't even know. I can't tell you.
Gosh, there's so many amazing, beautiful places we have been. Stunning.
Yeah,
stunning places.
If you're talking RV camp, there is so many places. If you like mountains, if you like the
What's
ocean,
your favorite?
if you
she wants to know what your favorite is.
Campgrounds, I can't even tell you.
You enjoyed the boondocking of
Okay, I can say this.
Okay.
We'll be at Kelowna Ridge for the 4th or 5th time.
3.
No, I mean not just with huddles.
Oh, 4 times.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I will say that I really like Kelowna Ridge. I like the 𝐿𝐴 area.
Mm-hmm.
Though what you don't normally see is there's this river that runs down through there, and it's pretty, and we like the Smoky Mountain type environment. So I guess, I mean, I look forward to going there, but I look forward to coming up to Upper Michigan again because it was so unique and different the first time. I was looking forward to coming, but then I talked to people. I was like, "Have you been to Ouray, Colorado?" I mean, it's like little Switzerland, and it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's
Never even
beautiful.
heard of that place before. And then you throw in all the national parks, and you throw in, yeah, I mean, there's so many. Like the United States is a beautiful thing. We've been telling people, you gotta go to we're gonna go up in upstate New York for one of the Huddle areas. And
That's
we're gonna,
next July.
yeah, and we're gonna try to go to like Watkins Glen and how beautiful that is, and try to describe it to people, and you can't. But even like Mackinac, when we told people, I was like, you got to come to Mackinac. It's supposed the most unique place you're going to go to in the United States because it is. It's just different. So there is no answer. I do not have like, I don't have an answer. I love rolling into Florida in January when it's cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I love that. I love every aspect of rolling when it's warm down there. So do you have an answer?
It's hard because like I even loved where we just were at Mill Creek, like that being on that water there with the view of the bridge and Mackinac just right across. I thought that was beautiful. But I would probably still agree that the 𝐿𝐵𝐺, Talona Ridge, Blue Ridge Mountains down there, it's probably at the
it's the top, like Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We kind of like it in that area.
But
like
that river that that's your that 𝗔𝐺 area, it's just beautiful. It is. It's just beautiful.
So
northwest Georgia is stunning.
And it's the thing is you don't know what you don't know, right? And I'll give you an example. Hart Island up by the Thousand Islands in upstate New York. Never heard of it. I didn't know that the Thousand Islands, I always thought it was stinking salad dressing, but when you get up there, it is, I've never heard of it. And it is amazing to go see. And then you go up to, Maine, up and to see all the things up there. And
we just don't have a favorite, I guess is what we're trying to say. There's just not, it's just not possible because there's too many different diverse things to check out.
The difference now, I will say, is that now that we've tootled around so much, that coming back through, we've spent more time in Michigan now. We know what to expect. So therefore, Sheila's like, okay, we want to go up to Charlevoix, which we haven't done yet. And she's like, we need to go over here and we need to go check this out.
Yeah, I got a good comeback list.
So it's like you start to really learn, because when you first go to a place, like we were in a hurry. Now it's like, now you're starting to settle in on the things that you really want to see. So I'm enjoying the second time around much more. It's a little slower pace, allows us to go see some things. So yeah.
Well, somebody finally let go of 3 videos a week so we can slow down a bit. And we are now on, like, for those of you that are new to our channel, when we first set out, we set out to be on the road for maybe 10 months to a year. Like we were just going to do a year and then we were going home, going back to work. And here we are.
Yeah. And that's because of I mean, a lot of the support you guys give the stickers and all that, that's freaking awesome. The other part of it is the Founders Club and the membership. So you see over to the side, if you're new and you see like the crabs and you see the dinosaurs and the Bigfoots and all the things, those are people that have been supporting us a long time just on the YouTube join feature. And that is a huge help. We started the Founders Club, which is on the backside. You can find that on our website. And I mean, we're using that to like have Megan helps us. So we pay Megan, and then it helps cash flow, like all the things that need to get done, like our insurances for doing our
businesses.
The business. And like
the only way that we're still out here on the road is because of the community behind us, right? They're fueling our vision. They're fueling the mission of what we're out to do, which is to, we're here to inspire others and create community and impact the world. That's it. That's what we're about. And we're only being able to do that because of this amazing community.
And I will say, in our journey, we've learned a lot, meaning like we've learned what it's like to start a community. We've learned the ins and outs. Like there's been some amazing conversations of like, this worked, this didn't work. Todd, this was horrible. We've had lots of discussions on trying to fine tune things. I mean, even in the last huddle, we were like learning some new things that we can try and do. So we are doing this all together. And I know like the Founders Club, the low level is like $25. I know it doesn't sound like, oh, it is amazing because that's over the course of a year. It allows us to plan things. It allows us to work on things. Now we're trying to figure out how to implement that we can do other things. And if that Founders Club gets bigger, then we'll be doing other things with that. We've discussed all kinds of stuff for next year. So yeah.
Spoiler, there's a fun thing coming next month even.
Yeah.
We're hoping it's next month, and we're looking, there will be an app for our crew, so that'll help. We're just trying to always figure out ways to help build our community where these relationships that I see happening over here, they're talking to each other. They're not maybe even listening to us, which is fine.
Which we ramble.
We want them, the point is we want the connections to be made. And and if you that's just, we've got some great things that we're doing to fuel that. So I'm excited about that.
We can't tell you everything, but you have to know that we really take it, the support there. Here's the goal. Here's a big goal, is that the Founders Club, we're hoping, I mean, we've had a lot of discussion. We needed the help to be on the road. And then in that help, it allowed us to expand and do what we needed to do. And then the goals are now is as we continue to move forward, at some point, we don't know when this is going to be, is that we can not, unlike taxes, maybe the help goes away and we have all the people that were in the Founders Club stays in the Founders Club, but we don't rely on the commitment. So unlike taxes go on forever and memberships go on forever. But wouldn't it be cool if that we grew something so good that we all did something that we could still maintain, but we didn't need the financial commitment? And that's dreaming. Like but we need that. The problem is we need it now. And to get to where we need to go.
Absolutely. In order to keep fueling the vision.
Yep.
But then hopefully when our channel is large enough, then we're like, okay, this is our core. This is our Founders Club. These are the people that help get us to that level.
There.
Yep. You guys are in the trenches with us. And that's all of you that are watching now.
Yeah.
We're a small channel. So you're in the trenches, hanging in there with us right now, helping us get to where we need to go to make an impact. And we love that.
Yeah. And we are so grateful. Like we've messed up a lot and you've been so gracious to us and we've had to retool and come back around. So it is so humble. We joke around a lot. I mess up a lot, but we are humbled every single time to even think that you're willing to put your time and energy to comment and like and just share, switch it up and buy flags that other people can find the community and invite them in. And when we say we're building it together, Sheila and I,
and we have your volunteering.
We feel like we're with you.
Yeah.
We just happen to be the ones that do videos, but honestly, as we're going out and we're helping at schools and we're doing all that, we're all working together for a common purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just different. It's really different. I try to tell people when they come to huddles, I was like, there's no way you can describe what a huddle is like until you've come to a huddle. Because I'm going to this Grand Design Rally and I can't wait to experience it. But it's a little different because we're going as people that are supporting a brand, which would be Grand Design. And we're there to hopefully, a lot of us go to meet people that have similar brands. But what if you're a friend with a Forest River, or I think Clay, they're at the Frog Rally, which is the Forest River. Their rally. So, well, how do you meet them if they're at a Frog Rally and we're at a Grand Design Rally? I mean, we don't have the same rigs. So how do you intermingle and still make friendships outside of a brand loyalty? So that's the thing. Switch It Up is more than just a brand. It's a community and it's friendships. And even when Sheila and I are not around and you guys are organizing crew campouts, the crew campouts are not about Todd and Sheila. It's still about making the friendships that you've had. So it's been really good. I mean, I've loved that component. I still say right now that crew campouts will be bigger than any huddle that we'll have because they'll go across the United States. And a lot of the leaders that you're going to see leading the crew campouts are going to come from our Switch It Up community, the Founders Club, because we generally have meetings with them and then we bounce ideas and then they become a leader from that.
Yeah, we have a team in place and we're just we have a small team in place as we try to figure out the crew campouts, and then as we get that figured out, then we can include more hosts, crew campout hosts for us, and so that'll be just one baby step at a time.
Yeah, you jump in and then you become one of the people doing stuff. So congratulations.
All right, we're already at an hour and we've got 2 more questions.
Yes.
Okay, 3 Cat Traveler wants to asks about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
travel trailer. He is looking at buying a small C and wanting to hit the road again. But he spent this year fishing a lot. So he's been fishing, and then in the fall coming up will be deer season. And Dad has been a deer hunter for as long as I can ever remember. Like I remember, that's all I remember is like when I was a kid. So he has hunted every year since, I don't even think he's ever taken a year off. So deer season's around the corner, and he usually shoots something pretty good. So then I think in the spring he's looking at, and he went to Florida last year to visit his sister. So I don't know if he's going to go back down to Florida this year. So we'll see, to be continued. When we go home to see kids and stuff, I'll try to do a video with him to get everybody up to date, see what Pops is doing.
Yeah, we try to go home pretty much Thanksgiving through Christmas.
Yeah.
We want to be home during those holidays. Okay, Bobo asks, okay, how about the most disappointing, like a total letdown in regards to campgrounds?
A total letdown in regards to campgrounds? I don't know.
There was one. I don't remember. We about left.
We did?
Yeah. There was deer everywhere. The lake was dry.
That was the 1,000 Trails down in stinking Texas.
Was it in Texas?
Yes, and it was something lake. It was golly. I remember because Harold went to stay there, and then so did No Sticks, No Bricks went to stay there, and they were like, well, if you get these certain spots, it won't be so bad. It was bad. And it was like, yeah. That's the only one we almost left. The people were fine, but the campground was just so they have not taken care of it for years.
Somebody already knows what we're talking about.
Oh,
Medina Lake.
Yeah, Medina Lake, baby.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, thanks, Mom and Dad. Yeah.
We about turned around.
That's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one we almost left.
About left.
We stuck it out though.
We did.
They had no hookups. I think we had water. We had no sewer. It was just, I didn't like anything about it. I really don't have anything else to say. We have a love-hate relationship with 1,000 Trails.
Okay, Paul, thank you for that fuel extra cash for some diesel. We appreciate that. I would say your last name, but I would just butcher it. It's like 𝗏𝗏 something. Yep. Sorry about that.
You think you butchered it?
I think it butchered at least 3 times. Emma Heiser's asking, what about a switch it up deer hunting trip?
Okay.
That would be fun.
It would be
Not
fun.
for me, but for some people.
The problem that I've learned is that a lot of the land is leased to other hunters in Kansas. It's become a shortage, and it would have to go through some sort of like a hunting thing. And those are expensive. Like whitetail deer hunts are running $2,500 to $3,000 for basically a 4 or 5 day hunt. It's just crazy. So what we could do is turkey hunts. And I have thought a good, cool turkey hunt, because we could bring RVs and we could camp in a circle. And I even tried to see if we could have like Bass Pro or somebody sponsor it. But it would be really cool that you could all do that. And pheasant hunt, we could possibly do that as well, because we have ties and connections in there. So we have thought of those 2 things. So that is an experiential RV thing that I don't think anyone really is doing, and that has been something that we have discussed.
Yeah, there's quite a few of those. Like I'd love to do a spa day or spa weekend with the women. Like, so we've got these experiential weekends would be much, much smaller, that we'd like to figure out how to do. So we're going to,
it's like a crew camp out with a special thing.
Right. We're going to try them with our Founders Club first, and see if we can't tweak that out a little bit. Plot Twists asks if there's any good Italian in Kansas for Vinny. You're passing through the area in a few weeks, so enjoy Kansas City. There's a great Italian restaurant on College Boulevard and 69 Highway.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called Garozzo's.
Yes.
So try that. It's a great little place right there, right by our pizza place we love.
It's a 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
Yes, Sarah, we are talking about that as well, and looking at some NASCAR options. So just be on pause. There is something I wanted to make sure we tell you. We are going to switch up some things regarding our live streams just for the sake of time as we're headed in to the rest of this year. Our time with the huddles and holidays, we're going to alternate. So we've been doing these live streams once a month, the second Sunday of every month, and we're going to try something the rest of this year just to see how it works. We're going to do every other month. So 1 month we will do a live stream with our Founders Club. 1 month we'll do a live stream here on YouTube for you all. So we're going to give that a try the rest of this month or the rest of this year and see how it works.
We needed to take to shift things around because we're planning stuff for next year. And so we have been between switch pods, between doing the lives, between editing videos, between travel, and between doing huddles for the last 3 huddles every 6 weeks. It builds. And so, and then we'll go into the fall, basically November, December. We'll take some little breaks and we'll have some good time. We'll re-energize and buckle up because next year.
And it gives us an opportunity to talk more and to make some more plans with the Founders Club. So we're going to give that a try. Not saying that we'll stick with it forever, but for the rest of this year. So we'll just do every other. So we will not have another live again until October.
Then we'll have, that's the other thing, is that we want to come to you with like, just not to just waste your time. We want to come to you, still visit and do all the things we're doing, but we also want to have the opportunity to give you some good insight and some updates. So yeah, that's kind of like what we're thinking. If we're coming to you, like if we did a live every week, we'd never have anything to say. And sometimes we feel we come on and it's like, well, do we have enough updates that we can keep you in the loop and still answer your questions? But if you ever have a question, you can always send us a message. You can always go on our website and fill out the submit form, and we get those and try to answer within 24 to 48 hours. Yep. So you will always have access that way for us. And it's more immediate if you're really having that kind of thing. And Instagram's still probably the best way if you want to try to get immediate like response. But as we gotten bigger, we get a lot of messages. So it sometimes takes me a bit. And if we don't have internet, like today when we rolled in here, we had to reset everything because of where we're at. So we weren't even sure we're going to be able to do the live, which thank goodness it worked out. So all that comes into play. So just want you to know that you can still get a hold of us. I mean, we try to be as accessible as possible. Anything else?
I think it looks like we're getting some good ideas. As
wild pig
hunt in Texas. You've mentioned that. So we all great ideas, and we're just getting started. We really believe that, and we know that you guys are like the core people that are going to help us get to that next. And we'll do this together. So we just thank you for tuning in and joining us tonight. But it has been an hour.
It has. We put also on just like on our YouTube channel, I did like a post asking a quick survey because we're again thinking of things in the future. And if you could answer that little 4-question, or it's not a 4-question, it's 1 question with 4 answers, that survey, that would help a lot. And so I have an idea for some stuff later, and we've been kicking things around.
Always kicking,
dreaming down the road to where we're going.
Absolutely.
And you guys have been part of it. So blessings. Thank you so much.
Thanks, you guys. That's it. Thank you very much for hanging out with us.
And every time we end this, we get done. And within like 5 minutes after that, it's like, oh, I didn't remember. Why didn't we say that? Is there anything else?
I checked everything off my list.
Okay. All right. Well, if there was anything we forgot,
guess we'll
put it in a comment or something down below. I don't know. Are we good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Have a great night.
You guys have fun. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. You can find everything that we talked about this evening on our website, GoSwitchItUp.com. From the events to the Founders Club to everything is right there. So stay up to date. Register for the newsletter because Sheila can keep you up to date that way as well. Good?
Good.
All right.
Good night.
That's my last shameless plug. Oh, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe to this video.
Yeah, do the things.
Do the things. Be a doer of all things.